for you.
Hello everybody, my name is Pete and welcome to Camping Oz with Pete. Hello, in this 3-part episode we travelled from Judds Lagoon to Lorella Springs Wilderness Park. Judds Lagoon is located between Miles and Roma in Queensland, and Lorella Springs is located in the Northern Territory. This is where we set up camp for 10 days. Don't forget, if you enjoy the episode, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. Hope you enjoy part 1. This is Judds Lagoon. Not bad. The lagoon's actually full from all the rain that they had not long ago. Toilets, firewood, free camping, easy access. There you go. What are we doing, Stevie?
No, you can tell us. You're driving.
So we were going to stay at where? Augathella tonight in the tent. Because of the rain, the amount of rain there is, we decided to do a run from Augathella straight through to Barcaldine, and that worked out to be, Judds Lagoon. So we're going from Judds Lagoon to Augathella. That was about four hours, and now we're going from Augathella to Barcaldine, another 4 hours, just due to the rain and the water starting to build around the area. So knocking out an 8-hour drive. We're only 30 kilometres out from Barcaldine. We made it to Barcaldine, however, due to all the rain the outback was receiving, this caused major flooding and road closures. We had no choice but to stay in Barcaldine until the roads were reopened. This is where we stayed for the next 2 nights. At $25 per person per night, we figured it was $200 well spent. Even though spirits were a bit low, at least we were dry, warm and together.
Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters are vital to the future of humanity.
They reckon they're going to open the roads about 8:39, but we can only get to Winton because the Darr River's over the road by 500 mil and rising. So we'll get to Longreach and that'll be about it for the day. We'll see how we go. We made it to Longreach, but due to the Darr River being a half a metre over the road, we stayed in Longreach overnight before continuing to Winton. As you can see, there was plenty of water around and we weren't the only ones waiting to get through. The Darr River is located a further 30 kilometres down the highway. This is the Darr River. Due to the 2 days we had lost, we made the decision to push through to Mount Isa. Giving ourselves plenty of rest stops, fuel stops and meal breaks, we made it to Mount Isa around the 9.5 hour mark. Apparently this stretch of bridge and new road is around 200 metres long. Reports from Barcaldine were the road was under between 500 to 800 mil of water at its worst. Could you imagine driving across that? If it's flooded, definitely forget it. Welcome to Winton. We stopped here for a rest and to grab a coffee. After Winton, it was pretty smooth sailing to Mount Isa. It was with great excitement and relief that finally we made it to Mount Isa. This is where we catch up with the rest of our party, fuel up and top up on some required essentials. We stayed in Isa for a further 2 days before heading to Lorella Springs Wilderness Park. We followed the bitumen out, getting our last fuel stop at Kemmerwheel. We then made the 360 kilometre trip via Ranken Rd to Brunette Downs rest area, where we stopped overnight. The next day, we headed off early to make the next fuel stop 230 kilometres down the road at Heartbreak Hotel. Please note, travelling this way it was a total of 560 kilometres between Camberwell and Heartbreak Hotel Cape Crawford for fuel. Welcome to Heartbreak Hotel. I was very excited to make it this far. While I did have spare fuel on board, it was packed away for emergency use only. I have a 76 litre tank on my D-Max, and it took 71 litres to fill the boy, which we have affectionately nicknamed Zeus. Well, if you're watching this video, you'll notice I've got a 3-rod holder on the bull bar. Up until 10 minutes ago, that used to be a 4-rod holder. Anywho, we are just about at Lorella Springs. We finally arrive at our first gate into Lorella Springs Wilderness Park. The drive from Heartbreak Hotel to Lorella takes just under 2 hours and is not too difficult. Just a quick note regarding gates. Please leave it as you find it, as these are working cattle properties.
Free beer!
Read the sign properly.
Why?
What does it say?
It's free beer to me.
That doesn't. It says no free beer here. Please read all signs and report at reception.
So still say free beer.
Let's go. Next time on Camping Oz with Pete. Join us for part 2, where we do some remote camping along 2 of the rivers that weave their way through Lorella Springs. We then call the main campground's base for a few more days, heading out on some fun-filled day trips.